Just watching the trucks go by. Yeah. It's nice here. A little strange though, the weather. I mean, this is supposed to be going on July. And I'm chilly. It's like I got a shirt on over a shirt and I'm chilly. It's supposed to be going on July. And it's like you need a jacket. It's one of those days. But it's a good day. It's a good day because I'm being creative. That's always good. Oh yes, that's what I live for. To create for you. You are my reason to live. Now, I'm going to tease you a little bit out of Sold Out. That's the second book. I'm going to tease you just once. This is called Unwinding. She rubbing man's foot until he smiles. She pressing thumbs into the ball of man's foot until he unwinds. She melting man's stress like the sunshine melts ice cream, placing her lips upon them, traveling upward, upward, upward. She, the rest is better left untold. She, discretion prevents me from telling more. And now, this third book, I'll give you a final tease from his singular expressions. This is unique. Oh, of course, by the title you would know that. Now, I do have some art that you can look at here. These are pieces of my art. And I'm just going to flip through that. But in addition, I have some violin notes that I wrote on a whim. I just had a manic whim. I fell out of bed and I wrote violin notes. It was like that. It's not even like I'm some kind of person that went to school for this or has some kind of like doctorate in music or anything like that. I just fell out of bed, literally. I had a manic whim, literally, and I picked up the pen and the paper, started writing, and I just let the creative instinct take over. And then also, there's a story in here. Now, this is quite a mixture of work. It's like a piece of art. It's like a collage. You could just see different pieces of this and different pieces of that put together into one work is what we call mixed media. So you're going to have a variety of forms of expression. And that's what keeps it interesting. I'll just read to you the beginning of the story. This is called Jaded Past. I felt as if I would never see her again, thought the blonde beneath the sheet, romanticizing her college love affair ever so nostalgically. What would Eddie think? Her pale forehead tightened with concern. Years had passed since Emily had visited Ashley or even thought about her in that light. Everything had changed for Emily, and explaining herself to Ashley would have been unthinkable. We all have confessions to make, urged the tall, well-dressed gentleman. His eyes squinted and his shoes shined. His thoughtful brown eyes looked into her alluring blue ones. The eyes reveal a woman's thoughts, Eddie believed. It was a silly saying his mother would tell him. Something is eating away at you. Eddie sat at the edge of the bed, stroking his lean fingers through Emily's thick blonde head of hair. She looked like a fairy to him, something out of a happily ever after story. He couldn't help fantasizing about her with wings. I said it's just a tease. You're not getting any more than that. Now, I do have a singular way of expressing myself, and this is a little purse that I made. Oh no, I just had a creative whim and decided to design a pocketbook. You could just say it's Shannah here. S-H-A-N-N-A-H. That's not enough. There could be another one of you trying to think that you me. Yeah. It's Shannah Schilit. Now, this is special because the mixture of yarn, it has the natural yarn, the purple and the wool, and then it also has the synthetic yarn, which is a different shade of purple, a darker purple, and it's got multicolor, they look kind of like little yarn beads, and I married the one with the other. just to be creative. And then what makes it special is in the little loophole, you're going to have a real raw ruby with sterling silver. That's what's hot. What, did you expect some kind of button? I don't know, those buttons are kind of overplayed. So the way I see it is, if I'm going to do something, it's going to be singular. It's going to be special. It's going to be exceptional. It's going to be out of the ordinary. So this is a marriage between these two different types of yarn and also the gemstone. And it's cute, and it's got little handles, and you can put your little things in it. It's good. Now, that's a little bit about Shannah. I'll just put it over the product because it's not as important right now. Yeah, we just cover up the product with the Shannah. Put my bag in front of it because my bag's better because I made it. Now, you're getting a little piece. I mean, all you're really going to get is a glimpse, you know. It's just, there's just a lot to me. And I'm a complex person. I'm an extraordinary person. There's a lot to me. And I'll tell you one thing. It's not just because a psychotherapist said that I'm special. It's true. My psychotherapist I've been seeing, she says that I'm special. It's true. And then also the brilliant person who saw her before me said that I have a brilliant mind. Now, I don't know if that's true, because even if it was true, I don't want to admit it to you because, well, it's something that you need to hear from somebody else in order to keep your virtue, modesty, or some shit like that. Right, so I'll just let you say it. Now, maybe in the creative sense I do. It's not for me to say. I've been doing the singing I did for you with some recent songs that I wrote. But back in, I have been doing this since I was a child. It's almost innate. And I remember as a little girl, I'll just kind of open up the back window and stick my face out and feel the element of the wind just hitting me, and I love that. And it was like, I'm naturally the fire element, I'm an Aries. So then I would feel the wind element, it was like a wildfire would stir inside of me. A lot of my creativity is rooted in the power of the elements. So, I'm just a witch like that. And even as a child, I just sensed that I needed the elements. And I feel the wind, and then I would create a song. And the song that I created when I was a child, maybe it was late elementary school, somewhere around there. I'm gonna sing for you now. Take me to a place where I can love you, where all of my thoughts will be thoughts of you, and all of my words will be words that you would say. Take me to a place of spirituality, bestow in me a new mentality, so that who I am reflects who you are in me, in me. Take me higher than the mountain, take me far beyond the sea. It doesn't really matter as long as you're with me. And now that's something I just sang with all my imperfections and my imperfect voice. I sang it from my heart. That's why it's perfect, because I gave it to you from my heart. I won't be like these mechanical people that have it all down to the note, because then I'm going to lose the most important note. It's that note of spontaneity. It's the note that's in my heart. It's just an element of creativity that cannot be taught. It can be cultivated, but it's got to be raw. So you just get a little more raw Shannah right there. That goes all the way back to my childhood. You gotta like me, you gotta like me raw.